Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a couple of things. One, I wanted to talk to you guys about current garden state, I guess. And then the second thing is talk about some of our upcoming projects in our garden, including giving you guys an update on the side garden and what we're doing in the planting strip in the front. Sergey is going to be walking with us today because we need to discuss, or I guess we need to finalize some plans before we get started.
Wait, I need to keep you in check. That's why I'm here.
No. We keep going back and forth, and you'll kind of understand why this project has been stalled for as long as it has, but we're actually getting started. Wait, I don't want to hear 2 cents yet.
There's been a lot of right and wrong.
Well, a lot of right from my side and wrong from his side. So let me show you guys the space, and then we will walk through some of the things that we're going to be doing. Well, you're mic'd. Are you going to start, or should I start? You had a lot to say.
You always start.
Okay.
Wait, are we going to do a garden tour and then, not a garden tour, but just a garden update and then go into this?
No, I think we should just get into this and then we will look at the garden another day. Look at us. You guys, we are not, we're.
Oh, you're recording?
I'm recording. Yes. Oh. Yes. See,
okay.
We're just.
Well, edit that out.
Oh, nope. I'm going to leave this in. So, okay, we are here in the side garden. Okay. I was going to say not a lot has changed, but it has. We got rid of most of the wood. These two pieces or the two slabs that we're going to keep. Remember, we slabbed our oak tree. We're going to make tables with it. Those are the two pieces that are left. My stepdad and Sergey are moving it in the next couple of days.
We were supposed to move it a while ago.
Well, we did move it. We did.
But Bedaya, Claudia's stepdad, he got a back injury.
Yep.
So
and then I was like, well, I'll help. And then I tried to, and I was like, no.
So it was risky.
So we started to move it, and it was like laying like across here. And maybe some of you picked that up in previous videos, and it was just like an eyesore. So we just quickly popped it over there because we had utilities come out, and they are marking the space where we're going to be trenching for the French drain that we're going to install before we put in the actual pathway. So here's the thing, the biggest reason, and I don't want to say Sergey is the reason, but the biggest reason why we really haven't gotten started in the side project is because Sergey was in school and it's not something that I can do on my own. And we were going to hire somebody to come in and do it. And then some of you guys had given us feedback that it's something that we can do ourselves. I think Sergey is pretty savvy about these types of things. So we're going to do it ourselves, and we're going to start trenching here in the next, what is it, next week? We start? Yeah. Because we're still waiting for PGE, right, to come out?
No. PGE is all good. It seems like the sewage is missing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know where if you come over here, okay. The red is the PG.
Uh-huh.
You see the black pipe over there.
Yep.
That's our drain going out the sewage.
Okay.
And so that pipe is on that side, closer to the house. So anyway, the French drain is going down the middle. We know that.
Yep.
So we have undestructed views.
Okay. So this is why I wanted Sergey out here, because I have an idea of where the path is going to go. I'm looking at you so we can pay attention to one another. And I don't know if we're going to sketch it out today or not, but the challenge that I'm having right now is I understand where the French drain is going to go, but I am thinking about the width of the path, because we'd also like to put in our order for our stones, and we're going to do flagstone. And we just need to nail down the pathway. Now, here's the thing. When you're doing any sort of pathway, you have to think about the function first. Beauty comes second, but function first. And we have a lawnmower. We also have our gorilla cart. So it has to be wide enough for us to have that functionality through here, because the goal is to kind of have like a winding pathway, a little bit of curve, not too wiggly, because you don't want to be doing this, but it also can't be in a straight line, because when you add a little bit of curve, it creates a softness, right? It naturally slows you down when you're walking through it versus just having a straight line or a pathway in your garden. So that's also something to keep in mind when you're designing a new pathway. So I'm thinking it's going to be, how wide do you think the gorilla cart is? Is that 3 feet? We should measure, or 4 feet.
But either way, I feel like the path should be at least 4 feet.
4 feet. Well, not at least. I think 4 feet is good. Any wider than that. Well, we want it wide enough so like 2 people can walk side by side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which more than 4 feet, I think.
Yeah.
And here's what just popped into my mind is, I know you mentioned you wanted to kind of like have a curved pathway, and the pathway is going to sit on top of the French drain,
Right.
right? That way it kind of covers up the rocks and all of that. We don't curve the French drain.
I know. So what does that mean? That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
You know,
What are we doing? It doesn't matter, does it?
this is a call for help, okay? All the French drain experts out there that are listening.
Yes. We want
like,
your advice.
I got some spray paint marking.
Okay.
So draw that out right
Okay.
now where you think the path should go.
Do you have the little, what is that called? The walking thing for the spray paint? Or am I going to have to just like roughly do it?
You're going to have to roughly do it. I am not fancy like
Yay!
that. I managed to get spray paint and that is it.
Yes.
Just flip it upside down. I shook it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get it away from me.
So that's the other thing, because are we going to narrow the path right here? Okay, so here's my two thought options. We either do flagstone all the way out, so remove the soil here and do flagstone, and maybe just do like a couple of containers, or we continue the path and just plant like skinny things along the fence, but I don't want it to feel too congested.
Well, I think no matter how skinny you go, like for example, an arborvitae, right? It's pretty skinny.
Right.
Once you plant it over there, it's gonna, you're gonna take away 2 feet.
Right. I wasn't thinking about like a tree. I was thinking more like anything that's lower growing. It's just a tricky area because I would love to have more privacy, but maybe that's when we think about growing things up the fence.
Right. AC unit here, we start planting here.
Is this all going to be flagstone then?
Yeah.
Okay. So the pathway then kind of starts here and then like right here. So maybe we'll do like something little right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 feet, I'm not good with like visual.
Just go
this is rough, right? Okay. So like there.
You gotta get closer.
Okay. This is why I need the little thing. I got excited. I don't know. Don't focus on that. Well, that's the beautiful part about using this. If you don't like it, you can erase it. Sergey couldn't take my lines, so he's wetting things down.
Magically reappeared. Look at
Sergey
that.
did this. He's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. You think I'm OCD? This kid here is very OCD.
I know it's a rough draft, okay, but
Yes.
it doesn't need to be ugly.
He literally ran with the can. He's like, hold on, hold on.
Oh, no. First I have to kick the soil, clean it up, get it wet so we can stick, and
Do you feel better now?
yeah, I can continue filming.
All right, good, good. So what do you think? Now that you're looking at it, what do you think? Be honest. This is kind of what I had envisioned. The only thing is that beginning curve, no, it's actually not. I like it.
To be honest, I feel like the beginning curve is unnecessary.
You think so?
I almost feel like, here, can I have the can?
Yeah. Oh,
What happened?
I grabbed it from the top.
Yep. So I think it's unnecessary. And let's try this.
Oh yeah, that's much better. Yep. This feels a lot better. Remember, where the path leads matters. The can be a practical focal point, but the garden side could end a feature, a bench, a bird bath, a striking planting, groupings, anything like that. But we're going to have planting all along the side of both sides of the pathway. I'm just thinking about scale and proportion. So let's see, the main path, well, this big path, well, I think we're going to keep it at 4 feet, right? Does that feel? Okay. If you were going to do like a side offshoot path, then like a 2 to 3 feet would work really well. So do you want to walk with me down?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So this feels nice. So it's not like such an abrupt curve there at the beginning. I think that was a good call out. So where we have these big open areas, this is what I'm thinking, Sergey, is to have maybe some of our bigger trees and our evergreens. So by the house, I don't want to do obviously too much or too big of an evergreen. I really want to keep it nice and open, especially because we have our primary bath over here with the big window. I think, what is that, like 5 feet wide window or something like that? But anyways, so have the trees here definitely want to do a bigger tree over here. And the reason why I also wanted to do this rough draft today is because we're going to be going tree shopping. So I want to know exactly my space that I have on either side of the pathway. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like here, right, we have this huge white wall, kind of ugly, not much going on, and we want to plant it up. And I think if you, and now as I'm looking at it, I feel like this has to kind of come out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, of course, we're going to plant something there, but we also need to plant quite a bit here, I think. And now the path is getting too close.
Right.
So I think just shift it a little bit. But it kind of gives us a good starting point to see, like, hey, how many trees, what size we can fit in here.
Right, right. And so the French drain, are you thinking of putting it right here through the middle, right?
Well, yeah.
Or is it going to curve?
No. We're not going to curve it.
Okay.
It'll be so much easier if we just do a straight shot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the French drain tubing is flexible. Just digging is going to be a pain. But yeah, we can just like do slight little curves through the center. And then the idea is because we have this gutter, the gutter goes into the dry well that direction. So somewhere right over here, we're going to splice in a little bit maybe into the grass, if I remember correctly. We're going to splice into that drain and get the water from here out there.
When we do the gutters, is that gutter going to stay there? Right?
The gutter, I mean, it won't stay there. It's going to be in parallel with the drain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to stick out from the house.
Our gutters are hilarious. Like we Jimmy rig our gutters basically just because we haven't gotten around to changing them. But I think this year, right? I think hopefully we'll get these done
hopefully before the rain.
Yeah, because it makes a world of a difference how everything drains in our garden when our gutters are supposed to be functioning as gutters. So anyways, okay, so this feels good. I feel like we got this nailed down. Kind of went through some of the design elements behind it. Again, the flagstone, I think that is just going to work really well with the curve. So I think that's good. I really wanted you out here for this because I was like, okay, they came, we're gonna start trenching, we're gonna do this, it's happening, it's actually happening. I feel a lot better. Next step is to probably just move some things around, but this is not gonna be in your way when you guys trench. You're probably gonna trench with my stepdad. Okay, this feels good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, Sergey, while you're here, let's go out to the front really quick because I would love to get the grass removed this weekend.
If we remove the grass this weekend, then we're going to have to start trenching this weekend.
Well, yeah.
Because, you know, we're the debris that we're going to create, the dump run,
Right.
I don't want to have to do two of them. So
Okay. So here's the thing. So we need to draw a line with the neighbors because we're not going to remove their grass. I would love to, but it's okay.
Oh, you just take like a straight edge and remove it. Put down the steel edging that we talked about.
Yeah, like just one right across just to kind of define that path. And then we're going to remove all of this grass. So I also went boulder shopping. Sergey loved the boulders that we saw together. So we're just going to go back and pick those up. My only question is for you that I wanted you to come up here. When we take out the grass, are we going to go under the sidewalk to connect irrigation through here? That's what I wanted to know. Is that something we can do ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why we can't.
Okay.
I think the plan was to, walk down.
Okay.
Remember when we did the new water line and the irrigation?
Oh, yes, it's over here.
It comes out over here. They ran it underneath the driveway.
Right.
And it's like capped off somewhere in this area.
So what are you going to do? So are we going to connect right here?
What we would do is probably cut out or dig out a hole here. And then dig out a hole there. And then do like a pressurized hose and eat away at some of the soil.
Down
and,
below?
and then run like a pipe through it.
Okay. That was the only thing I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, that will wrap it up for today's project. I'm happy that Sergey came out here because we kept going back and forth, and we're always in the garden in the evenings together, but Sergey's usually off doing something with his figs or his maples, and I'm in the cut flower garden, you know, just playing with the flowers. And we never make time to like, okay, let's just stand here and talk about what we need to get done, because if we're going to start the work this weekend, then we need to get aligned and make sure that we're both on the same page. And I feel good about where we're at. Do you feel good about it?
Yeah. No. I feel you know, that's a good point. I feel like every time you have an idea, we kind of like talk about it and like passing by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. And then when it's actually time to do the work, I'm like, wait, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
So that's my bad.
Exactly. So now we have evidence, video evidence. Anyways, it's just good to have this all nailed down. And now I feel like we're heading into a good space. And we can actually start the work in the side garden, which I know you have been waiting for. I have been waiting for this for the longest time. So anyways, I'm excited to go tree shopping. I'm excited to get some plant material. I'll share that out when we start actually shopping for those things. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today in our garden, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We were also invited to a dinner tonight on a farm, and so I'm going to be bringing some tomatoes to make a little salad because I don't like coming empty-handed. All right, can't wait to bring these to my friend Anne.